called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
and
brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. Nick, we just saw each other and we're doing two tonight.
Well, because we missed last week.
Oh, we can go from on. I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna get shittier too.
So your laptop just said cold warning, and
Yeah.
this weekend we haven't had a good weekend in forever.
I think the last nice days we had were like Christmas.
Yeah.
And that was over a month ago. What do you always say at the beginning of episodes now?
As always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you guys listening to us. If you have any episodes that you want us to talk about, feel free to reach out and give us an episode idea.
We've been heavy in current events lately. Oh, what are you drinking?
Oh, City of Byron Center tap water. I'm trying to lose a couple pounds. I've said that a few times on this podcast.
So I'm actually drinking tonight.
Oh, what do you got?
From Down East, which is one of my new favorite breweries. I have their strawberry unfiltered craft cider.
Okay.
It's not as good as the guava passion fruit, but it's still pretty good.
Let's see. You're getting into the cider time.
Yeah, I'm manifesting nice weather.
Okay.
So I'm having cider to manifest the nice weather.
Yeah, let's say I think there's only like 53 days until spring.
I just need warmer temps.
Right. Oh gosh, yes. And we're not gonna get those for a while.
No. End of the month, end of February.
32 supposedly next week, Thursday.
Yeah, but that's not warm.
No. Hopefully melt some snow.
We need to.
Well, that's freezing point, so
we
it'll still stay frozen.
Too much fucking ice and shit.
Yeah.
So we've been really heavy in current events lately, talking about Minnesota the last couple episodes. This one, we're going to talk about money.
Yeah.
Because we are a financial podcast that has not talked about finances since probably last year. So I saw from my former favorite teacher, Godwin, she had posted, that she was getting to that point of she could draw Social Security if she wanted.
Yeah.
And what's the value of pulling it when you turn 62 versus waiting, until a later retirement age, which for her would be 67.
67, yeah.
And of course, the earlier you draw it, the less money you get.
Sure.
And would it be smart to just pull that money out now at 62, or should she wait longer? And I think you and I might differ on this. So I kind of want to hear what your thought is.
Sure. So I guess just to be clear on what's going on, at 62, that's the earliest you can technically retire. And to get, it's reduced benefits about 70% of the full, and that's around $1,411 per month.
Yeah, depending on
right how much you put in and things like that. So this is this calculation. And then at 67 full retirement, 100% of benefits, which is around $2,016 a month. Or age 70, it's the latest you could start drawing retirement. It's maximum benefits with credits for waiting. So they'll give you more, and this one's 2,500. So, you have a teacher who's getting to the age, did she say what age she's at?
62.
She's right there. She's ready. Teachers are kind of in a different realm of life. They, especially at 62, she probably has a pension.
Probably.
It probably has school funded like 401 or something like that. Say hi guys. So TJ and Millie, big huge shout out to them. Some of our
they think you're awesome.
Pops and Pennies fans right there.
We do love Pops and Pennies.
So yeah, I say, but so my opinion is, right, if you have enough money and you don't need it, let it grow, right? Go ahead and wait till you're 67, so 5 more years. Let it grow and then take that amount of money. Now, I'm not waiting 3 more years after that. to get to 2,500. Because, I could probably out earn that, right? So you pulled up.
Yeah, because that's really what I care about. So
Yeah.
like when I think about retirement, I always think of my aunt.
Yeah.
Because she was saving all of this money for her retirement and she lived like she had no money whatsoever. Okay, so like there were times she just didn't buy groceries because she had no money.
Yep.
And of course, when she passed away, we found all the money she had, which was not none.
Right.
And she could have tapped into her life insurance before she died because she had a terminal diagnosis.
Sure.
Now, she had no thoughts of using her Social Security when she turned 62, and she died the day after she turned 63.
Yeah.
So, and we had told her for quite a while, hey, you're not going to outlive this cancer. You probably should leave work.
Yeah.
Start, doing things that you wanted to do. But she was adamant she was going to beat the cancer, even when it was obvious that that was not going to happen. So life expectancy for people in the United States in 2026 is 79.8 years.
Way longer than I expected.
I expected 72. But Nick, do you think you'll live to see 80?
No.
I don't know.
No chance.
Do you think you'll live to see 70?
No.
Yeah, I'm not thinking so either. Maybe 65?
Maybe. I'm pushing it.
I mean, I would hope I live to 65. That would give me, if I took my benefits at 62, that would give me 3 years of benefit.
Yep.
I'm probably going to take my money at 62.
I'm going to as well.
And why?
It's because I'm going to budget for that amount of money for the rest of my life and start doing it. And again, retirement's supposed to be when you start living the life that you want. Okay, now we talk about the teacher. It's kind of an unheard of little thing, right? To have a pension, to have things. So you'd ask, hey, what would I do? But yeah, at 62, I'm taking it and I'm going to live my life based off of that budget, right? I'm not going to continue to work unless you absolutely enjoy your job, right? But no, you know what your income is, you know what it is. Make that work, make that last, right? So, if you're, it's not stereotypical anymore, but if you're 62 now, you're my mom's generation, right? And so your house is probably paid off if you have your bills are paid off, right? You can afford to live off of the lower thing, right? You don't need to be investing anymore. You need to be living your life off of what you have.
I got a phone call a couple weeks ago from one of our all-time favorite guests. Can you guess who?
Steve Hendy.
Steve Henderson. So he called me and he's now Steve is the same age as my mother. Okay, so he's 73.
Okay.
And he's like, I haven't heard of any trips you have planned this year. You need to take some trips. If I've taught you anything, it's go on trips. He goes, because I had all these plans for when I retired and Yvonne and I were going to go all over the place. He goes, and I'm just too tired to go anywhere.
Yeah.
He goes, now I'm really lucky. I get to travel a lot when I was younger. He goes, but now it just takes too much out of me.
Yep.
He goes, so you need to get up off your ass and go travel.
Well, that's, I hear that from my wife's grandmother as well, because they wanted to get it to the Netherlands. Because that's where she's from, and it'd be great to have the family go see everything and do all that. But she's like, I'm too old to go do that anymore.
Right.
It's sad, right? Travel, to me, if you like to travel, right? Go travel, go enjoy life, right?
Do the things you want to do.
Yep. I say, but don't go into debt for it, right?
No.
I mean, but start enjoying life.
So let's pretend for a minute that I'm 65.
Yep.
And you're what, about 11 years younger than me?
I am.
So you're 54. And we have the ability to go do like a baseball trip.
No.
Are you in?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we love baseball.
Yeah.
And
I mean, how cool would it be to go to Seattle? Like, because there's nothing else around there, right? So that's gonna be the hardest one for us to hit in theory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just up and go.
Yeah. Just say, fuck it. I'm going to some baseball games. Bye.
I guess so jealous. My neighbor, he's starting to hate it because ticket prices for, I want to call it I'm coaching right now, so my brain only thinks high school, pre-conference. What's a preseason? So spring training.
Yeah.
Right. Ticket prices for spring training have gotten ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like they're the same or more
than going to a regular
yeah.
season.
And but every year he takes 2 weeks and they go down to Florida, or I think last time they went to Arizona to hit up those little stadiums. And, he's like, look, I don't want to be in the cold anymore, and we're gonna go watch some baseball.
Well,
So,
Dawn looked at that for us. She's like, maybe we can go to Arizona in March and go to spring training. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea and all, but I'm still kind of in the thick of work.
Yeah.
It's busy at break room. That's not the time for us to take a trip. And when I look at things, so like the last 2 years, I went to playoff baseball.
Yeah.
Because I went and saw the Tigers at Comerica 2 years ago. I went and saw the Cubs twice this past October. I had the chance to buy Bears playoff tickets.
yeah,
Which I'm not sad that I didn't. Okay. I could have been at that Packer game. It would have been awesome to be there live. But here's the deal. It was like 10 degrees.
or lower.
It's cold as shit. And football is made to be played outdoors. Okay. It is. And I want them to stay outdoors. I don't know if that'll happen, but I want them to stay outdoors. But I don't want to go sit in single digit weather and watch them outdoors. Also, football's not baseball.
It's completely right. I mean, I've been to both. I've been to
Yep.
I've never been to a professional soccer game, and that's like one of my dreams now. But I will tell you, you don't get to see the actual play the way that you see it at home
On the
on
TV.
TV, right? So
But you do in baseball.
right, baseball.
Because even if you're not in a great seat,
right,
you still have a good view.
and maybe it's because bodies aren't so crunched together. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see a face mask at home. I can't see a face mask when I'm upper level at a football game, right?
Right.
It's just different.
It's different. The presentation on TV is just better.
Yeah.
Now I told Dawn, I'm like, listen, if they got a Monday night football game and I can swing tickets, you and I are going to go to Monday night football. And she's like, yeah, I guess whatever. Now, mind you, I went to Chicago Beef Joint and watched the playoff game against the Rams.
Yep.
You got many pictures of me, did you not?
I did.
Me jumping up and down, hugging strange men who I still don't know their names.
Yep.
I had such a good time, and they lost, which was sad, but
You can build close to that football stadium feeling
yes,
at
at a
other
at a
establishments.
different place, watching the game with other people that like that sport.
Right. Or that team.
And I mean, I'm sure they'll show some Cubs games, so I'm planning on going there some this summer. You'd love it because you could get hot dogs or Italian beef. And they
I
have,
love the Cub Stadium. It's one. I like the Cub Stadium for the history.
yeah,
Right. It is one of the coolest stadiums I've got to like, because you and I are the same, right? We are fans of the sport, but
Yes.
to be able to get there early and to watch them chalk the line with the old school chalk, right?
I know we're on tangent time here, but let me ask you this, Nick. So you helped the last couple of years at the Lugnuts Star Wars night.
Yep.
At the first one you went to,
Yeah.
what did you do the minute we got there? Because we were the first ones there. What did you do?
Went out and checked out the stadium to take a look at what it looks like.
How many balls did you come back?
Oh, like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were so excited.
right. I'm like a kid in the candy
And
store.
isn't that great? A great ballpark?
It is. It's a
If you were single, would you live there?
oh, absolutely. So they're right in outfield.
Yeah.
I can't even say right or left, but it's a center/right field. There's apartments that are right there, and somebody happened to be on the thing, and I was like, "Oh, how much is this to rent?" Oh, it's our buddy's place. Oh, okay, that's fine. But you get, and nobody's out watching.
No.
Nobody's out doing this. And it's, what the hell's the point
You
of
would
living
be
here?
on the deck every day watching the game.
Absolutely.
I would
It's
too.
like season tickets to live at my
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, say single me would absolutely live there. Married me wants to live there.
Really?
So, but it's entertainment that I enjoy, right?
When we're talking about retirement, those are the things we're talking about, right?
Right. Living your right. I mean, there's the whole YOLO that went around for quite
Yeah.
a while. I think I don't know if it's gone now. Or
Yeah, you
not,
only
but
live once.
yeah, I don't see it all over the place, but like, right? Oh, hey, really, you do. Go enjoy, see the world, travel. There's so much more out there. It took you forever.
It really did leave this country.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to Canada once in '99.
yeah.
That was the only time I left this country until I almost died.
And for years, I'd been telling you, hey, you have to go.
You need to go do this, you need to go do that. And I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was scared shitless of other countries.
Go-
Now I'm scared shitless here.
Right. Let's say, go to Mexico. It's $2,000 versus your $6,000 per person to go to Hawaii. No,
No, it's $8,000 total to go to Hawaii for 3 of us.
right. But like I say, 2 of us paid $1,300 to go to Mexico,
Yeah.
right? I mean, and the views, I've never been to Hawaii. You've been to Mexico, you haven't been to like the beautiful parts, right? I mean, I want to say that, the absolute beautiful parts, right?
I've been to the ports.
Correct, right? Like you haven't gone to sea
Yeah.
and you've never experienced a 35-cent taco off of a street cart, right? That is what life's about.
So on
But-
your calculator there.
Yeah,
What's the difference between taking it at 62 and taking it at 70? How much money are we talking about
$1,100
per month? So we're talking about $1,100 per month.
Yep.
So times that by 12, because I can't
Times-
do that in
yep.
my head anymore.
times 5, $66,000.
So, I mean, you and I
Mhm.
can invest and make a chunk of that up. I'm not gonna say we're gonna make 66,000
Nope.
if we invest, when we're in our 30s.
Oh, yeah. But
But
in
that- and
5
that-
years,
And that's why you do.
right,
But in 5 years, we're not gonna make 66 grand.
not a chance.
We might make 8 to 10. If we're
Well, because
lucky.
I mean, that's if you're lucky, but so 11,000 or 1,100 times 12 is $13,200. You're in your old age, you're not taking risk anymore, right? Because you need this money for retirement.
I mean, you would think.
But so currently, right, a CD is paying 0.04%.
Yeah, but I'm not using I'm still gonna invest.
Okay, so let's
Like,
go.
I don't think I have Caitlin in anything crazy, but she's made more than 10 grand in 8 years.
Yeah, but we're talking 5 years, right? I need 5-year numbers.
Yeah, but again, she's probably made,
So they say on average, the stock market makes 10% over a 10-year period.
right.
And so if you're going with half of that, and it's not how it works, but we're gonna fake it,
So,
right?
yeah, we'll just take 5%.
0.05, right? You're at $660. Now, sure, you have to add your compounded interest.
year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So add your compounded interest. So the next year, right? So 5% of that would be 33.
So you're around $4,000.
Right, so, 4,000. And if you hit luck, right, if you hit some things, sure, let's go with, you make 10 grand.
Hmm?
But, I say along the way, so you have to give up 5 years of not doing stuff still for $60,000.
Yeah, and time over money.
Right,
What are
and at that age,
what are you gonna value? Because again, my aunt lived 1 year past the earliest retirement age.
sure.
And we just talked about it. You'd be happy to make 65, right?
Yep.
I've told Dawn for a long time, I'll live till I'm 60. I'll be 60 in 11 and a half years.
Yeah, I always said about 62, 65 is where that's my drop dead.
Yeah, so immediately, if I live that long, I will take that money immediately.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'll stop working.
And that's,
And again, I'm gonna do shit I want to do.
on retirement, you do not have to stop working,
No,
right?
you can still make money.
Mhm. And they don't limit you. They don't limit you on the amount that you can. So, if you need it and and you're still working a full-time job and you can still do it for the 5 years. If you need it, if you need that money, but with, gosh, we just went through a 7% hike of inflation, right? I mean, and so, you gotta figure out if you're gonna cut close to that small of an amount of money, I can't say you've already done wrong, but you need to just stay budget and you need to stay focused and know, hey, this is what I'm gonna end up with.
Right.
But the question was based off your teacher friend. Right now is when you take it, you invest that, if you invest that money or you go live life off of that money, right?
Yeah.
So. Sure, so, let's say you're not doing anything with it, right? You're not paying bills, you're not doing, it's just money to live off of, right?
That's what
Car insurance. Again, do you have a 401k? Everything depends on what type of money you
Mhm.
have, right? Is your spouse younger or older? There's a bunch of things. Now, if you're telling me, hey, this teacher is married and their spouse is going to continue to work and can support the thing. Yeah, take the risk, right? Wait it out.
spouse is retired.
Spouse is retired, right?
I don't know if they're taking their social security, but retired.
Sure, so they're retired, which means they're, they're currently making enough money. So again, this is a budgeting question.
Jay Uso's on our list.
What's going on? Yeet. If you can wait, right? Because we just talked about it, right? So it cost you $8,000 to go to Hawaii. I don't know what's going on in my brain. Sorry. And but let's call it $1,400 to go to Mexico.
Mhm.
So every month you can take a trip for free right now to go to Mexico. Now, if you want that trip to be a little bit better, then yeah, wait the 5 years and then you'll go to, but you've missed out on 5 years of what you can do with that. Everything depends on what you'd like to do. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer because to me, it's what you can do with the money, right? Is $1,100 going to change my life when I'm 62 to 67 years old? God, I hope not, right? I hope that $1,100 doesn't impact me.
Well, I mean, you can look at this as if I win the lottery.
Right.
If you win the lottery, you're taking the monthly payments or you're taking the payout.
Lump sum all at once, baby.
Why?
Because I can invest it a heck of a lot better and make that amount of money. And
And you might not live long enough to see all of that money.
gosh, no. I mean, I'm gone with it, right? Like,
Mhm.
and I don't trust, I don't trust the government, so, gosh, I remember the talks when I was young, right? Yeah, 59 and a half, you could retire. And then it was 62 back then, that was retirement,
Not 65, not 67.
right?
They're trying to make it 70.
Right. It's like they're offering a benefit for you to wait longer.
Did you hear about France?
If the government can't afford to pay out money, why would I expect that they can continue to pay it out? So I'm gonna take that some bitch right when it happens.
Did you hear about France?
No,
I want to say France is 50.
France.
And they decided, maybe we need to make it 60. And they fucking protested in France.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah, I do.
fuck you.
I do remember
It's
that.
not gonna be 60. We're not changing that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the same country that they cleaned up the Seine River.
yeah.
And fucking Frenchmen went and took a shit in the river. They were pissed off at the government.
Yeah. Say right before, that was hilarious to me.
France knows how to fucking protest, let me tell you.
But I mean, and the thing is right, like, what are you doing with it? So, yes, you're ready to retire. Why? Right? You just don't want to work anymore? Sure, that's not like, if you look at it and say, hey, I don't need to live off this. If you need a part of it, then understand, hey, I'm okay with doing this, right? So, if you're saying, hey, I'm retiring and not working anymore, which means you have your bills covered, right? Because you say, hey, just like this person, hey, I'm retiring. When do I take my social security? Right fucking now, right? Like, if you're not retiring and you're waiting on retire, that's my answer. If you're saying, hey, I'm going to wait and continue to work until you're 67, then yeah, continue to wait until you can pull it. There's no need to have it. But if you're retiring at 62, pull your fucking money. Just add $1,100, or sorry, $1,400 to your money, right?
Well, when you look at it, again, my feeling is you never know when that day comes that, you're getting your chain jerked and you're done.
How many people do we know retire and then are passed away within the first year?
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, it's insane because
A lot of it is they just don't have shit to do.
life changes.
Which I'm never gonna live that I don't have shit to do life. Like, I would love for.
Well, you say that, but like, as you know from Hendy, it's hard to move around.
I mean, yes, I get that part, but I mean, he's 73. What did I say, 73?
Yeah.
So he's 73. I'm sure it will be hard for me if I make it to 73.
I mean,
Which is why I want to retire at 62, retire at 62, so that I have those 11 years of just doing shit I want to fucking do.
yeah, and that's it.
And I'm gonna get one of those little fucking Amigos and just drive all around the fucking neighborhood and shit.
You're just gonna be picking up pennies with the fucking
Fuck yes, I am.
a grabber.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my fucking Amigo all the way up to the ballpark and wheel my ass in.
God,
By that time, fucking minor league games are gonna be $85 a ticket. It's expensive to see a game nowadays. I'll just go to fucking Little League ballpark and watch that shit.
I'm looking at say I'm ready to retire. That means not counting on the 1,100, sorry, the 1,400 necessarily. And if you are, great, then you're already set. Because you're not part money will make a difference.
Well, I've said before, I want to soft retire by the time I'm 55, which is 6.5 years.
Sure.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop working. It just means I'm gonna work in different ways.
Right.
Maybe I'll go down to part-time at work, or
Yep.
maybe I'll just find a different job, whatever. Because I still want to do stuff. I enjoy working.
Yep.
I just
You'll still
want,
coach.
yeah, I'll do stuff that I want to do, necessarily, because I want to be able to say, no, fuck you, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, no, hey, you're right. I do have tickets to this baseball game today. I'm gonna go.
Right. I remember having jobs and I'm like, yeah, I need this day off to go do this. And they're like, yeah, you can't have it. So I just fucking quit.
Why are we shutting up?
Oh, because she doesn't want me to soft retire in 6.5 years. Because she's still gonna be there. She's talking about going down to part-time in a few years when John gets his HVAC shit up and running fully. So if she's gonna retire,
Yeah.
go down to part-time, then it doesn't fucking matter if I'm part-time. We have 2 part-time people and we can hire somebody else to do shit.
If you still have a job, yeah.
Yeah, they might fire me. I mean, they might fire me right fucking now. You should see the shit I wrote in my review.
Oops.
You should see the shit I wrote on the feedback too.
So, yeah, no, and so, the quicker I can grab my money, the better it is. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it. But again, I understand for some people that's not a possibility. So,
Some people really need to get max value out of that,
yeah,
which I totally understand.
Yep.
And if that's you, cool. But I want to be able to enjoy my life while I'm still able to move around and enjoy my life. Because like you said, Steve's 73.
and he did a physical job. He was physically healthy. He was, he's better off than what you and I are. That's right.
He was in way better shape than we are.
Oh gosh, that's right. So, looking at it, it's like, man, I'm not going to have the ability to do it. So, thank you so much for teaching and being a teacher for the years and giving up time that you could have. But I'm pretty sure when that person was, tenured, they could have retired, right?
I mean, technically,
yeah. So,
well, they're in great shape.
oh, perfect. But
Like they run around and do tons of shit now.
Yeah.
She loves to shovel snow,
jeez,
which I think is
perfect time of year for them.
one of the dumbest jobs ever is shoveling fucking snow, because that sucks.
Do it. Every snow company will hire that person
Oh yeah,
because nobody wants to shovel driveways.
right.
Or not driveways, sidewalks.
I don't want to shovel shit.
Right. I mean, you know how many companies don't offer sidewalk shoveling?
Most of them.
Yeah, right, because they're like, no, we just plow,
My fucking plow company will supposedly clean out the fucking mailbox area. So we paid for that last year and they hardly ever fucking did it. And we called and complained every goddamn time. We're like, you're supposed to, oh yeah, we'll let them know. Well, you obviously fucking didn't, because the entire goddamn winter, that shit didn't get cleaned. It got cleaned like twice.
Ask for my money back. Pay the difference.
Well, and we don't like the neighbors next door. And of course, we have this ice issue. So Dawn's out there with a rubber mallet and a hammer, and she's hammering away the ice on the roof.
Yeah.
And neighbor comes by and goes, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm, hammering ice. And she's like, oh, you're a better wife than I am. I'd never do that. She goes, well, water's coming in. She goes, I don't give a shit. I'd still never do that.
So, is it coming in the house?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's coming in from the window.
Mm.
So it's literally dripping in. It's ruined some shit, which pissed me off. And we had to move a bunch of crap. And then at 11 o'clock last night, Dawn's coming to bed and she finds it dripping again.
Insurance claim, baby.
Hopefully we can get it to just fucking stop.
Yeah. So,
But it needs a place. Again, water needs a place to go. But
and this is why we do Bucks and Brews is to have this conversation to get ready for Social Security. And that's why we tell you to invest when you're young, so that way that money grows. It's so hard, right? Every situation is so different. But for your teacher friend, take the money now, go live life with it, and just enjoy, right? I know that generation, especially my buddy's mom is almost 70, still working, right? Her full engineering job.
yeah.
Because I want to be able to have money to leave my kids. mind you, the one kid, their combined income, let's call it $1 million. The other one lives in a much less neighborhood, but their combined income is probably 200,000, right? Like these
They're doing fine.
these people aren't hurting, right? Like, sure, mom paid for, and she did what she wanted. She paid for the basement to get remodeled, $80,000 or whatever it is. So like, your kids are going to be just fine. They have very comfortable lives. You've done well raising them. You've done, like, go enjoy, right? And it's so funny because dad wants a new boat, right? And, no, we can't. That, buy the man the boat, right? It's his money. These kids don't need it. Go enjoy, go travel. And it's no, she's I wouldn't call it legacy money either, right? It's I don't know what their thing is, but let's call it a few $1,000,000 for the one. It's their fucking life. The other one, sure, it's not going to change their life either. It'll just guarantee that she can continue to live that way, right? And so, but trust me, that one's not going to change that way anyway,
Well,
right?
I look at the money I've saved for my daughter and helped her save, and that's great. Even when I drop dead, though, let's say my life insurance is not a part of it. She can take all of my collections and make. I'm just gonna say probably between $50,000 and $100,000 out of all the shit I have collected over the years that's worth money.
Yeah, if she chooses to,
If she chooses,
and also, like, right, because that's the last thing you want to do when somebody passes is to work, right?
yeah.
And so, sure, it'll probably sit around or whatever, and I don't know if eBay will still be a thing. Who knows?
Well, and I know with her, like the Star Wars autographs and stuff will mean something. The superhero stuff. That Bears autograph, she's not gonna give a shit about it. Like, she likes the Bears because her dad likes the Bears, but she doesn't like the Bears. So, maybe she'll keep a Walter Payton autograph, but Charles Tillman, she ain't gonna give a shit. She's gonna sell that.
Right. And that's it. Yeah. I, again, know your situation, know what you have for things. If you're trying to retire, it's funny because most people retire because they want to spend more time with their family, but then they end up, oh, I'm gonna watch the grandkids, which is great. And that's how you can give back. You don't need to give them money too, right? You know what I'm saying?
You know what my mother does? Nothing.
Nothing, right? Calls you ring.
Yeah. We've had a really bad week family wise.
Yeah.
So like I have the leak in the house.
Yep.
Caitlin ended up, her car was shimmying, so she took it in, had to have 4 new tires. Now I have to take it down to Midway for an alignment because she's pulling to the left. My mother had a leak spring in the downstairs kitchen. So she had to have somebody come out and look at the leak. And then when they get the leak fixed, the garage door opener died. Like, had to be totally replaced.
Yeah.
And she calls me and she's like, hey, I gotta have a new garage door opener. They're quoting me like $900. And I'm like, hey, that's not a question for me. You need to call me.
Right.
Because I don't fix things. Like, I put in her garage door, one of them, the opener.
Yeah.
It took Dawn and I 2 hours before we gave up and we called Matt and he had to come over and help us finish it because we just couldn't figure it out.
Sure.
So
We'll say Matt will be much cheaper.
well, and she called him and he's like, I can't get to it for at least 2 weeks. If that's the price, go with it.
Right.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it.
Yep.
And it's cold and shitty out. It was like $950. Nick, they had it done in less than 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's what these guys do.
Yeah.
But
She goes, I can't believe how fast it went. It went so much longer when you did it. Right. I don't fucking do that.
Right.
That is not my skill.
that's not what I do for a living, right?
So like yesterday when Dawn's up there hammering and shit,
Yeah.
somehow I lost internet. Like I had done something because I had knocked a bunch of the ice off before she got home. And I don't know if I hit the wire for internet or what, but it was fucking out by the time I come back in the house. So I was gone for like an hour, like no internet. So I got on Comcast. I scheduled a fucking appointment for tonight. And while she's out there banging on shit, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sit here and play with the internet because that's my superpower. I know how to fix that type of shit. Yeah, I was back online in 10 minutes because I can fuck with that and know what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah, it is it's a tough episode because everything is so situational. Should I?
Mhm.
Our answer is, yeah, take the money right away because you don't know what's coming next, right? You are up in the older ages, sure. Life expectancy is 79, but still, even at that, if you give me the opportunity of 10 years to live life versus 9 years to live life, probably always, or sorry, 15 years, right? I'm taking 15 years
Yeah.
to live longer, right? I mean, and that's, I'd care to know the fact of how many people don't even take SSI, right? So they haven't made it to that point, so,
A lot.
right, and that money just gets trickled back in.
Yeah.
So, take it and
Well, that's why they want to up the age, because that way people will die and they'll never get to touch
they'll
it.
never touch it, right? And then they can go back to affording it,
Right.
so.
Whereas I'm all about take that money as soon as you fucking can. Hopefully, you've listened to Bucks and Brews for a long time now, and you have multiple income streams by the time you hit retirement. Hopefully, and not everybody's going to have that luxury.
Right.
I got a thing from Stash yesterday or today, basically saying, hey, if you invite somebody with your invite code and they deposit $5, we'll give you 30 and we'll give them 30.
Okay.
That's great. Now, again, Stash costs money every month. I pay $5 a month to have it.
Right.
But I get free stocks, every now and then, and I make good on my investments there because I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So, I mean, that definitely helps me. But again, I'm hopeful that with all of the different income streams I have, I'll be able to take trips 2-3 times a year when I get to that retirement age. I'm hopeful to done, and I won't be at break room as much that, Chloe and Caitlin are running it, and we're just popping in when we want to pop in to share.
Right.
But at that point, we're working for them, not working, even though we're still owners and drawing whatever we draw.
Sure.
They're the ones actually doing all of the shit. Hey, go sweep that fucking room, dumbass. Okay, I'll go sweep that room because I'm a dumbass. I don't care.
Right. I'll say 2-3 times a year. I don't know, that's not enough for me, right?
Yeah.
At least once a quarter, four is a minimum.
Well, I mean, you travel a lot right now
Yeah, currently.
because you never got to.
Right.
Whereas I traveled all the time.
Right. You just want to stay home.
I mean, sometimes I do just want, I live for my cats. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I love my cats and I don't like giving up time with them. So even though I love going on trips, I miss them like crazy when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason I don't want to ever go back to an office and work. Because if I'm working for somebody else in an office, I'm not spending time with my cats, and those are the ones I love. I want to be with them.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, if you look at it, we have to figure out, let's say again, the person that's asking the question is already 62.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're saying you're retiring. You have to just take that and just run with it, right? Not even if you don't need it. Because you don't need it, what do you need extra for, right?
Right.
And that's, so 5 years risk. I'm all right with that. So different if you're 62 and can't afford to retire, right?
Well, and I almost died at what, 43?
Right.
I
mean, look at it now. Every day when you drive, potential to lose your life.
I mean, literally, anytime you're doing anything. I went and I was on the phone with Christy when I was busting the fucking ice off the house yesterday.
Yeah.
And, it snows deep.
Yeah.
And it's on the far side of the house. So I have to trek through a bunch of fucking tall ass snow.
Yep.
By the time I get done doing what I'm doing, which mind you, I got hit by 3 or 4 icicles that fell down, luckily not big enough to kill me or anything. But, I get back to the other side and I'm like, I might die of a heart attack right fucking now. And she goes, yeah, you better not. I'm like, if I do, I won't give a shit because I'll be dead.
I'll be dead, right? There's nothing else I have to worry about. But
Yeah, it just won't matter to me anymore because I'm dead.
Yep. Anything else on this topic?
I don't think so. I think, when you get to that age, if you can afford to just say, fuck it, I'm out, I'm going to take the money and do the shit I want to do. Even if you decide to have a, part-time job or do something that makes you happy, do that.
Yep. So
Again, Nick wrote it on the board first time we were up here. Do what you want when you want.
that's all you should be living.
That's the fucking goal.
So, guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you listening to us. Again, if you have any episode ideas, questions about your own life, we're always here to help you.
Yeah, we love to have people on and just talk about normal everyday stuff in their finances. So if you're open to doing that, reach out. You can find us at Bucks and Brews LLC at gmail.com. We gotta put in our LLC paperwork.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
shit, me too.
as we're all thinking about it.
Right.
Thanks for joining, guys. We should be back again next week with a whole brand new episode, and we'll talk to you soon.
You've dialed in.
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these stuff.
Cause they know the
And
brews.
they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Brews.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and Brews.